Prologue. For well over 2 years, ever since the coronavirus pandemic first hit U.S. shores, I had been extraordinarily careful. I had snagged N95 masks early, gotten vaccinated and boosted as quickly and as often as CDC guidelines permitted, stayed away from crowded settings, zeroed out travel, and pretty much lived life as a hermit. And it worked. People I knew and knew of tested positive, and sadly, particularly early on, some succumbed to the virus. However, I stayed virus-free. My professional life, while substantively unaffected, was hugely impacted in other ways. As an academic, both teaching and engaging in research with graduate students became a challenge. I woke up every morning with a sense of impending Zoom. But thanks to fine students, remarkable technology, and a tireless support staff, my work continued. The rest of my life took a hit, however. Eating at restaurants, attending plays, concerts and sporting events, playing tennis, golf and bridge, and traveling were fond memories. I worked diligently to stay away from the anti-mask, anti-vax crowd, the COVIDiots. A blessing of the pandemic was that I did reconnect virtually with a host of friends from high school, college, and graduate school living all across the globe. However, two-dimensional interactions are not the same as the real thing, which is why, on May 7, 2022, I attended a gala on behalf of our local orchestra. As I walked in, I thought to myself, super spreader event. I had forgotten my mask in the car, which was now in the hands of a valet, so rescuing it was out of the question. And there were no free masks in sight. I decided to take the risk. Bad decision, as less than a week later, I tested positive for COVID-19. And that is where my story begins.